It's a bit comedic that Die My Love is labeled a black comedy drama. Aside from what can loosely be called drama, the other two elements that make up the genre are absent, completely mishandled. I don't recall attempting to laugh at any point during this, and to tell a dark, bleak, thought-provoking narrative, you've gotta know how to write one. In theory, the idea behind this is actually quite suited for the ideal genre. You've got Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson as the young couple Grace and Jackson, a decent enough talent in this, but then things have to, happen, and in an oddly similar way to the movie Him, that becomes an issue. They both showcase stuff happening for the sake of stuff happening, without any kind of substance, and the only reason to keep watching is, there you go again, the message. That's what so many of these movies do provide you with, along with entertaining stuff to look at, but forget the simple idea of having an actual reason. For those of you unlucky enough to have seen this movie, you might be thinking, no, there is a reason, you just missed it. And to that, I'm afraid to say,
you've been played.
To get an idea of what's going on without spoiling any of the thought-provoking scenes, I will quickly summarize. Not much. Young couple Grace and Jackson, who moved back into his childhood home in Montana, come to realize having a baby while maintaining their carefree lifestyle may not be the most reasonable expectation. It's important to note they have the baby almost immediately. Aside from one out-of-sequence bit with her being pregnant, it's pretty much always there. And the movie from that point on, as in the first 15 minutes, is Grace acting stupid and losing her mind over and over again, while Jackson, on literally 2 occasions, does something irresponsible. As in buying a barking dog without asking and making her go for a car ride while leaving the baby alone. So you may be wondering, why is this relevant? Well, if you've seen a few movies like this, you've likely caught on by now, but it's the common strategy these days of setting up a relatable scenario, something that's real, and basically making that the whole movie without any justification. I'm not underplaying the concept itself, it's the exact opposite. It is a good idea, but that's where the incompetent writing comes in. We don't get any time with them before this happens, we pretty much only see them in this state. That's okay, it's supposed to be comedic, but once things start to get chaotic, it just keeps redoing the same thing over and over again. We get a few scenes that are supposed to mean something but don't affect anything, a few side characters who are equally as effective, as in, not. So in the end, it's down to our 2 leads to sell this premise without any real structure.
We couldn't do it!
Maybe if Pattinson played a character who warranted some of the insanity, but they barely even sell him as a bad partner. He's only given 1 scene when he truly crosses the line, even that is heavily out of character, and he spends most of the movie basically doing nothing. I mean, he tries to fix things, so you can't really dislike him in the end, but similar to Mickey 17, great acting can fix a premise that's completely lost. Jennifer Lawrence does an equally good job portraying somebody in that state of mind. It's believable acting, but after the first hour and a half, you tend to get sick of it. You can say it's about the message all you want, even claim to relate, but to have a cohesive story that engages the audience, that can't be all it is. That's like the lame, strong woman to a live-action Disney movie. There are a few ways to phrase this, just because is not okay. Things can't happen because they happen, but sadly, if the acting is good and it looks dramatic or at least something you don't commonly see, it tends to get some decent reviews. Yeah, I know Him got bad reviews, but you can't really relate to that. But then again, this is way longer. It's hard to get through stuff. It's times like this I'm glad nobody sees movies anymore purely based on who's in them. And that may just be the reason they thought whatever they did would stick. The annoying fact is here, it's not that complicated, just have some kind of build-up, have Jackson acting more useless, show us Grace slowly breaking down. I know there's the isolation thing too, but it doesn't excuse the movie being this repetitive. It continuously finds reasons to imply it's gonna work out, then it doesn't. This happens over and over. It's always the same thing too, the same reasons if we're supposed to be surprised. And by the end, I guess they want us to feel something. Maybe if you can specifically relate, but as any good writer would tell you, that's not enough. At some point while watching, I thought to myself, do I wonder what's gonna happen, where it's going, while trying not to fall asleep, and given the movie was already half over at that point, I think you know the answer. Nothing, no question as to what's going on, not even a moment of remote comedy. It may have some good acting, but like most things in this, the effect dies out pretty quickly.
All copies. Destroy them.
Emotional rollercoaster ride. I've already heard some good things about this, and to that I say, learn to fucking write. And let me know what you thought about Die My Love down in the comments. Literally any thought you might have, just comment them. The algorithm seems to want it. And the like button is there too. Subscribing is an option, as is sharing the video, if that's within reason. If so, hitting the bell should also be within reason. If not, you probably won't see anything. I'm the Analyst, and remember kids, just because is bullshit.